Alright, April, what would you say are the steps on putting on the Chucky suit?
First you want to put on the overalls. They're big and giant overalls. And then after that you want to put on the shoes, which go over the bottom of the overalls. And those are big and difficult. And then after that you want to put your hand gloves on. Those are Chucky's hands because the shirt has to go over those. And then you want to put the shirt on, and that goes over the overalls and it goes over the hands. And then last but not least you want to put the head on. That's how you get in Chucky.
Alright, Paula, what are the 3 things you're not supposed to do in Chucky?
3 things you're not supposed to do in Chucky is 1, do not sign autograph for the kids. 2, do not carry babies or kids. And 3, do not talk.
My name is Heather.
My name is Danny.
My name is Amber.
Mine's
Kelsey.
Just the flaps. The top button is like for short people, like, you know, maybe below about 5'6", 5'5". The top 2 buttons, and if you're about closer to 6 feet, maybe 6'1", 6'2", you would use the 2 bottom buttons. But in my case, I'm 5'5", so I have to use the top button. Alright, and the same thing on the other side. Put it up. There we go. And you just slowly slide in your legs. Just like a pair of gloves. Some people think that this might be kind of difficult to put on. There might be a trick to it. It's not really. It's just putting it on like anyone's normal clothes. Alright, slip it in. Alright, you put one foot through like this, and make sure your foot goes through this hole right here, and your heel is coming out of the back hole. Same thing with the other side, you see? First hole comes out the foot, and the back hole is the heel. Okay? Put one strap over your shoulder. Alright. And the second step is to put on your shoes. You want to put on your shoes before you put on the gloves or like the head or something, because it is much more difficult to see kind of like where your foot goes to put on the shoe. And you have to make sure to stretch out the shoe like this so your foot can go in real easily. Alright, so we're going to put it on the right shoe first. Stretch it out. Get the foot going. Pretty easy. It's like putting on shoes without having to tighten them. Chucky shoes are actually much easier than regular tennis shoes. Alright, here we go. And the third step is to put on the gloves. Alright, see? Chucky only has 4 fingers. So what you have to do is make sure that these 2 fingers, your middle finger and this finger, go through the biggest slot right here, which is Chucky's middle finger. It's his biggest finger. That's how you put it on. So you put this one on like this, and slide it through. It's like a pair of gloves, and my 2 fingers that I told you about are right here. Your thumb, index finger, and your pinky. Alright. So I'm going to stretch it over your arm. And you put on the other one, just like the right one. Alright. There we go. Okay, 4th step. Put on the shirt. Now, there's really not much of a trick to this. You just put on the shirt just like a regular long sleeve shirt. Alright. Just like a regular old shirt. And it's very important to put on your shirt before the gloves, because it can be a little bit difficult trying to get the gloves underneath the shirt. The other one. Be sure put it over the overalls as far down as you can. Just kind of pull on the shirt. And the last but not least, the head of Chucky. Alright, you just slip it in. Just like a helmet seat, there's a helmet inside. It's pretty easy. You just take the head. Just be sure your head goes in the helmet. Just kind of put it on slowly, because if you do it too fast, you can cut yourself, and you don't want that to happen, because then you can sweat when you're in this thing and cause infections. So yeah, just put it on really slowly. All right.
Yay!
There you go. And that's how you put on the Chuckies. All right. Are there any questions?
Alright, if you have long hair, do you put it up?
If you have long hair, what is recommended that you do is that you put it kind of in a bun, because if you put on the head and your hair can come out, a little kid can pull it, or a little kid can question it, and so that makes Chucky not look real. So it's really important that you make sure that your hair is in a bun, so you know when you're walking, the kids won't see the hair coming out of the back of the head. All right. Any other questions? Amber.
What are some of the things that you cannot do while you're checking?
Okay, you have to be sure not to sign any autographs or talk. Because if you sign autographs, you can have one different person go in Chucky and sign their Chucky, and then if there's another person that does it, then they're gonna have obviously a different handwriting. So you shouldn't do that, because then that can question the kids can question Chucky being real. And you can't talk, because Chucky technically doesn't have a voice like when you're in Chucky, because you don't want to talk, have your own voice come out when you're in Chucky. And the third thing is you can't hold any babies, because it's really difficult to be doing stuff while you're in Chucky, because it really hinders your perception of things, and you can drop the baby, and you don't want that. Alright?